This is the story of a coin that tried to change American history, a coin that promised convenience, speed, and modern innovation, but struggled to find its place in the pockets of the people. The 1979 $1 coin, known as the Susan B. Anthony dollar, is more than just a piece of metal. It is a symbol of political change, economic strategy, and a cultural shift that was meant to redefine how Americans used money, from its bold tribute to a pioneering woman to the hidden minting mistakes that make some of these coins worth thousands today. The 1979 $1 coin is a rare chapter in numismatic history, filled with ambition, controversy, and unexpected value. Whether you are a collector, an investor, or a curious mind, this story will take you deep into the untold journey of one of America's most misunderstood and overlooked coins. This is not just coin history. This is the living legacy of a dollar that never quite fit, but never disappeared. The year is 1979, and the United States is entering a new chapter in economic and political experimentation. The world is shifting, and so is the way money moves through it. For more than a century, American currency had followed a traditional path, with coins like the Morgan dollar, the Peace dollar, and the Eisenhower dollar standing as large and commanding metallic monuments in every palm they touched. But by the late 1970s, change was in the air, driven by the rise of vending machines, transit systems, and new age technology. There was a clear need for a coin that could easily replace the $1 bill, and thus came an idea not only for a smaller, more efficient coin, but also for a coin that would carry a powerful symbol of social progress. It would be the first time in American history that a woman other than a mythical figure or allegorical image would appear on a circulating U.S. coin. The U.S. Mint chose Susan B. Anthony, a tireless advocate for women's suffrage, civil rights, and equality, and in doing so they intended to create a coin that was not only functional, but deeply meaningful. The result was the 1979 $1 coin, a metallic revolution, measuring 26.5 millimeters in diameter, made of a copper-nickel-clad composition, and featuring the bold likeness of Susan B. Anthony on the obverse side. Her face stares forward, serious, determined, and unflinching, framed by stars, and the word liberty above the date and mint mark below, and the motto, "In God We Trust," to the right. The reverse of the coin shows the iconic Apollo 11 insignia borrowed from the Eisenhower dollar, with an American eagle landing on the moon, clutching an olive branch in its talons above the cratered surface. This design was meant to honor American innovation and triumph in space, and at first glance the coin appeared to be a fusion of technological promise and social justice. But the public reception was far from enthusiastic. The size and color of the 1979 $1 coin closely resembled that of the quarter, leading to massive confusion in everyday transactions. Many people mistook the coin for a quarter, especially in dimly lit settings or fast-paced environments like vending machines, cash registers, and transit booths. The U.S. Treasury had hoped the new coin would reduce printing costs and increase the lifespan of currency circulation. But the resistance from the public was swift and unforgiving. Many simply rejected the coin outright, refusing to use it and opting instead for paper currency, as they always had. This led to an enormous surplus of Susan B. Anthony dollars, millions of them stacked in vaults, unused and unwanted, becoming symbols of a failed monetary experiment rather than triumphs of change. But the story does not end there. Over time, the 1979 $1 coin began to gain attention from collectors and numismatists who looked deeper into the varieties and eras minted during that year. The coin was struck at 3 different mints: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, each leaving its unique mark with a PD or S mint mark located just above Susan B. Anthony's shoulder. The most common coins came from coins struck in San Francisco, held particular interest among collectors. Even more fascinating was the discovery of varieties like the 1979 S Type 1 and Type 2. Mint marks Type 1 featured a blob-like S, while Type 2 displayed a clearer, more refined S, which made Type 2 significantly rarer and more valuable, especially in high grades. Another standout variety was the wide rim or near-date version of the 1979 $, where the date appeared closer to the rim than on standard versions. This small variation was the result of a different die used early in production, and it quickly became a collector's favorite due to its scarcity and distinct appearance. High-grade versions of this wide rim coin, especially those graded Ms. 6.5 and above, could command significant premiums in the coin market, often valued many times higher than their face value, and the more pristine the coin, the higher the demand among collectors who recognize the historical and numismatic importance of the Susan B. Anthony series. As the years progressed and the coin was no longer in active production, interest began to rise, especially during the early 2000s, when public transportation systems began reintroducing dollar coins in automated fare machines. Collectors and investors who had once overlooked the Susan B. Anthony dollar started to appreciate its unique place in coinage history. Its association with a pioneering American woman, its bold and ambitious goals, and its ultimate shortfall all made it a fascinating subject for those who collect coins, not just for their metal, but for their meaning. In 1999, after nearly 2 decades, the U.S. Mint briefly revived the Susan B. Anthony dollar to meet the demands of transit systems and vending operations, producing new coins in both Philadelphia and Denver. This short-lived revival only added another layer of intrigue to the series, and today many collectors aim to complete full sets of Susan B. Anthony dollars, including the 197, 919, 80, 1981, and 1999 issues, with special attention given to varieties, proofs, and era coins that have emerged over time. The legacy of the 1979 $1 coin is not just in its circulation or lack thereof, but in what it represents. It was the first time a real woman was honored on a circulating American coin. It was a bold step toward efficiency and modernization. It was a symbol of changing times and growing awareness of gender equality. Even though the coin failed in everyday commerce, it succeeded in leaving a permanent mark on numismatic history. Today, the Susan B. Anthony dollar is a favorite among collectors because it is a coin with a story, a purpose, and a passion behind its metal design. And when held in the hand, it tells a tale of 1979 that was not about just dollars and cents, but about bold ambition, changing tides, and the struggle to make progress in the face of tradition. From the bold gaze of Susan B. Anthony to the lunar landing on the reverse, from the wide rim to the clear as from mint vaults to collector showcases, the 1979 $1 coin remains a powerful reminder that even the most misunderstood coin can become a treasured piece of American heritage. As you explore your own collection, remember that behind every coin lies a story, and few stories are as rich, deep, and symbolic as that of the Susan B. Anthony dollar, born in 1979, misunderstood by many, embraced by few, but ultimately immortalized by history.